Well, folks, it seems that Alec Baldwin is not going to face any accountability for killing Halyna Hutchins. It seems that if you are rich and you are an actor and a Democrat, you can get away with killing anybody. You can actually get away with killing a person. Just like Ezra Miller got away with torturing, or tormenting rather, not torturing, but tormenting 4 women throughout 4 different countries, choking out a woman in Iceland, and otherwise. But this is the story I'm going to focus on, as this is the most recent. I'm sorry I could not report on this back when the story broke. I was receiving a medical procedure at the time, and now that I'm fully recovered and that I've allowed my head to cool off, for the most part, I can actually report on this. So Alec Baldwin is to face no consequences for killing Halyna Hutchins. And apparently, according to Josh Berger from Bounding Into Comics, this was expected. Now, that is all well and good. Shout out to Bounding Into Comics. They do write good articles. However, one should never, or should always be expected for favoritism toward the rich and powerful. But in this case, we had a prosecutor and a DA that said, we will be seeking justice and nobody is above the law. So yeah, let's get on with it. We are pleased with the decision to dismiss the case against Alec Baldwin, and we encourage a proper investigation into the facts and circumstances of this tragic accident. It wasn't tragic, or, well, actually, yes, it was tragic, and it wasn't an accident. If it was an accident implies that nobody is at fault. An accident implies there was no factors that could, or that led to this because of negligence. An accident is not what this was. I'm not saying it was intentional, but I am saying it could have been prevented if people didn't cut safety corners. Alec Baldwin. The Rust Armor, Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, and Alec were formally charged with involuntary manslaughter on the 31st of January, 1 year after the tragic on-set shooting took place. Jason Bowles and Todd Bullion, the lawyers representing Gutierrez-Reed, also issued a statement. The new special prosecutor has taken a very diligent and thorough approach to the entire investigation. Yeah, she walked off and dropped the charges, which we welcome and have always welcomed, said the attorneys. They are seeking the truth, and we are also. Oh, really? The truth about what happened will come out, and the questions that we have long sought answers for will be answered. No, they won't. Alec Baldwin will not face any sort of accountability. He paid off Matt Hutchins, the cuck husband of Halyna. He took the money and put a frickin' monetary value to his wife, which is disgraceful in my opinion. His son is going to grow up without his mother because of Alec Baldwin's negligence. And this idiot put a frickin' price on his late wife's death. So yeah, the truth about what will happen and the questions long sought answered. We fully expect the end of the process that Hannah will also be exonerated. And this poster from Fallout, Mission Impossible Fallout, also shows he doesn't know how to handle a damn weapon. Putting his hand on a trigger. Proper gun safety, folks. If you have a weapon in your hand, you check it, you make sure it is safe to handle, and then you only put your hand in the trigger guard when you're ready to pull the trigger at whatever it is you are shooting. Hopefully not a person, unless, well, the circumstances call for, in which those are rare and never belong to actors or people in any case, unless it is absolute self-defense. The development just came a few days after Baldwin's lawyer filed a motion to dismiss. Oh wait, I skipped the first one. Sorry. Both actor and armor's charges, which, in accordance to New Mexico crime sentencing statute 31-18-16, could have seen them facing up to 5 years in jail for discharging a firearm in the commission of a non-capital felony were downgraded not long after. Yeah, apparently there was some sort of technicality. This development came just a few days after Baldwin's lawyer filed a motion to dismiss Special Prosecutor Andrea Reeb on the grounds that her right-leaning political affiliation could influence her decision to prosecute the openly Democrat actor. They made it political and it worked, folks. She stepped down even though she has a 25 year record of not getting political in her career. My priority in this case, and in every case I have prosecuted in my 25-year career, has been justice for the victim. However, it has become clear that the best way to ensure justice is served in this case is to step down so that the prosecution can focus on the evidence and facts, which it could have under you, in which clearly show a complete disregard for basic safety protocols that led to the death of Halyna Hutchins. I will not allow questions about my serving as a legislator and prosecutor to cloud the real issue at hand. That is why, if it was me, and somebody was trying to make this political, I would have came out with a statement saying, I don't care what the tabloids say. I've been a prosecutor for 25 years. I've maintained a professional record in this case. And so I will continue to prosecute it despite what the defense claims. They have no way of proving that I am being political because I am not being political. I am simply seeking justice for Halyna Hutchins. That is what I would have done personally, folks. But unfortunately, Miss Reeb decided to not do so. And then the new prosecutor comes in and basically drops the whole thing. Also, Mary Carmack Altweiss, the district attorney for the 1st Judicial District, steps down after Reeb. My responsibility to the people of the 1st Judicial District is greater than any one case, which is why I've chosen to appoint a special prosecutor in the Rust case. She said in a statement, Carrie Morrissey and Jason Lewis will unflinchingly pursue justice. Unflinchingly, yeah. You dropped the case. You dropped the charges. So in February, Rush director David Halls signed a plea agreement for the charge of negligent use of a deadly weapon. After signing the plea, he receives a jail sentence that was suspended by the judge for a sentence of 6 months of unsupervised probation. Following the dropping of the charges against him, disgraced actor took to social media to share a rather tone-deaf post thanking his wife Hilaria and lawyer for their support. I owe everything I have to this woman. And shows a picture of them enjoying a night out. And he also limited who can comment under his Instagram post, like a coward, because he doesn't want to hear the truth that he ended a person's life. He took a mother away from her child. And then his dumbass wife basically took to social media to share a tasteless post in which framed the couple as victims of injustice whose worst nightmare was finally over, which is absolute bullshit. I'm hoping, folks, he got away with killing somebody in a criminal stance. But I am hoping that the civil suits of the family go through, and I am hoping he has to pay as much as possible for this. I'm not happy about this. I think that the New Mexico judicial system has failed Halyna Hutchins and her son, and her family over in Ukraine. I think that this is a travesty, and I think that this should not stand. However, the laws are what they are, and unfortunately, he got away with killing somebody. Anyway, that will be the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Halyna Hutchins, rest in peace. I'm sorry that criminal justice will not be in the cards for this. Anyway, folks, leave your comments in the comment section below. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.